Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? Welcome to Vlogmas, day 24. Got Vlogmas right and the date right. And I didn't have to look. How about that? Because I knew it was Christmas Eve. Happy Christmas Eve, you guys. Oh my God. So, raise your hand if you are ready for Christmas Eve. Or for Christmas Day. Yeah, no. I got two of my mittens sets delivered yesterday. And one is mostly done still, and the other is a work in progress, and the last one hasn't been started yet. But it's okay because Nate knows that his is coming anyway. So, and his is the one that's almost done. Seth has a good idea, I think. I think he has a good idea. He hasn't been watching my Vlogmas videos, which he used to watch all my videos. That's like the story of my life with my friends. I think I hear rain. I think it just started raining. Sorry, I got like distracted. But that's like the story of my life with my friends. Like Damon used to watch my videos. Seth used to watch my videos. They're not Yarny people though, so it's okay. It's understandable. Anyway, Cameron still watches my videos. Hi, Cameron. He has a good idea that he's getting them, but we haven't done our gift exchange yet. And I gave him like half of his gift already. So he's got part of his gift. And then Damon has already got all of his Christmas gifts except for the mittens. So the mitten part will be late, but we're getting there. We're getting there. That might be the last mitten update. I don't know until they're actually done, because now like it's basically like pressure's off, right? So I got a couple things. Let me start just real quick. Yesterday, I would have came yesterday since today's Sunday, but I got this from Hirschner's in the mail. I think it was from Hirschner's. Yeah, which is, I'm pretty sure that's rain. I hope so. Otherwise, something weird's going on outside. This was the back ordered. I'm sure it's a variant of green. But let me open it up and show you guys. Yes, this was, because here is the, probably a back order type slip. I've never had anything back ordered from them before. And usually it's on a white paper, so I imagine the yellow is just like a back order. This is the color Leaf. I see that from the paper. It has the regular price amount, which was $4.47. There's a discount amount, so either that's the sale part of it, or I had a coupon. I had a coupon, I'm sure. So 89 cents. I ended up paying $3.58 for this. And the back's like a return form. But here is the one little ball of yarn that I got from Hirschner's. Let me set that over here so it's not crinkling on you anywhere. This is their worsted yarn. Worsted 8, I believe. Yep, because it's 8 ounces. Says, you know, they're worsted 8. They're so soft. Especially the if you've never tried the Hirschner's worsted yarn, especially the solid colors are super soft now. Like they may not be the world's most luxurious, softest thing ever, but they're soft compared to, like, they used to be pretty harsh. They were definitely not my favorite thing ever. And Hirschner's now, like, these are one of my favorite yarns. I really do like working with them. That's weird. And I was going to say, and they have a pull tab. Every single one of mine does, you guys. There's none. There's none. Wait, what are you? Nope. I found the end at random But there's no pull tab thing, which I'm not complaining. I'm just surprised. Because even when they were a harsher yarn, I think they always had the pull tab. Anyway, so if you had seen my last like actual Hirschner's haul, I got in a bunch of different greens because I do, even if it's obviously going to go into the new year at this point, but I want to make from my Stranger Things fixation. I've been wanting to remake more blankets. Like I remade the hopper cabin blanket that I've made. I have the yarn to make what I keep calling the Eddie Camper blanket. And I want to make the Henderson blanket, which was a blanket that was in Dustin's house. That was actually in Hopper's house in season 1. It moved locale. And there's a bunch of different greens. And so I've been searching for like all the right greens, which I'm going to do a video when I actually get ready to plan this out. So we're going to plan it out together, I promise. But this is one of the ones I collected for it. So this is called, and it was on back order, this is called Leaf. Again, if you're not familiar with the Hirschner's line, it's 100% acrylic, net weight 8 ounces, which is 226 grams. It's 489 yards, which is 448 meters. It suggests a US size 7 knitting needle, and a size I9 hook. It is machine washable and dryable. It is made in China, and it is a medium 4, which I agree with. It is not, so like I tend to compare my medium 4 weights to, Red Heart Super Saver, because it seems like, and I know I'm not, there's always exceptions. There are always some people who have not come in contact with Red Heart, Super Saver and such, but for the general population, most people know, like if I say like it's about a Red Heart Super Saver thickness, even people like overseas tend to have seen it or have a good idea of it. And it's right around a Red Heart Super Saver. Like if one is thinner than the other, this one's probably thinner than a Red Heart, but not by much. I mean, they're pretty comparable, I think. This has got just a little bit of a halo to it. But like I said, all of the newer solids are a lot softer. And I feel a fiber just went and like slowly made its way up. I feel like they're softer, like they have a little bit more of a halo, like not like a latte cake or anything. I mean, if I hold it up, I'm just saying, like, see, there's just a little fuzz to it. It's definitely not going to be like an anti-pilling yarn, but it is a really nice yarn, and I really do like this yarn. So, and once again, this is in the color Leaf, and it was just one of the ones back ordered from my order. But it reminds me, I have to send an email to Hirschner's again, because I have a tale of woe, a small one. It's a short one. But Neva from Manic Mama Musings had messaged me about, I love my Karen Cake cinnamon swirl cakes, especially the ones that were like more of like the retro-y colors, and most especially of those, the tortoiseshell, that was in, I don't have one like right in front of me, but it's in this beautiful like golds and browns and cream. It's beautiful. It really looks like it should have been like part of your grandma's collection of, furniture, or it's gorgeous. It's like, me, if something belonged in like a thrift store in the early 80s, it probably belonged to me. Like it would belong to me because I love it. It's so pretty. And this one was no exception. Stunning. And Hirschner's recently had $3 cakes on 2 different colors of those cinnamon swirl cakes. There was my tortoiseshell color and the boardwalk color. And Neva actually wanted the boardwalk color, and I hope that you got some, girl. So I loaded up my cart. I was gonna get like 12 of them. You got $3. They were $3 each. Normal price is like $12 or $13. $3. So I put like 12 of them in my cart, right? And I you know me, I always say, like, I let it sit there. And, cause I was like, yeah, I have to wait till payday anyway. And, so I was peeking around the website and I found there's different yarn. I can't remember what it is right now. But I put that in my cart too, cause it was quite cheap and it was very pretty. And I was like, I'll show this off on my channel. I'll make something pretty from it. I like it. You know, it'll make me happy. I like it. And, I was watching Erin from Crafting Kitty. And I ended up texting her this too, because I was like so excited at the potential of this. But she had said how, like, she had just gotten in on it and she had gotten the deal, and she had just gotten the shipment of it, you know. So it was that much time had passed. And she was like, yeah, I went to check and they no longer offer it, you know. And it was still in my cart, which normally by then the page updates, refreshes itself, because I know some of you are going to be horrified when I say this, but I tend to be a horrible person and leave my computer on for way too long at a time. I don't know why I do things like that. So, and I already know, you guys, before you even scold me, or I already know. I know. But neither here nor there, it was still in my cart. And so I even hit refresh. And you know what? It was still there. So then I opened a new tab, but I checked on the cinnamon swirl cakes, because I was like, maybe they've restocked it since Erin checked. Or maybe Erin was wrong. No, she was not wrong. It was not there. It was not there. It was not restocked. Was not there. But it was in my cart. So excitedly, I decided I was like, payday's in 2 days at this point. I'm just going to get it on my credit card and I'll pay it off, because I didn't like load a bunch more yarn in my cart or anything. I only had the swirl cakes and the whatever other type of yarn I had ordered. Okay. So I said, like, it's just going to say it's not available. I already know. So I hit purchase. I'm going to put it on my credit card. It let me purchase it. Let me tell you the excitement that was going through my body when I was like, I almost missed this. I am so happy. So I started texting Erin. I was like, I just saw your video. I just checked. This happened. I went through the whole thing that I just told you guys, including how I know that I'm awful for leaving my computer on. the whole thing, the whole shebang. And then I started thinking more about it. And I told her, like, we'll see if it gets canceled, because I'm kind of scared that's what's going to happen. And I mean, I think it was maybe less than 2 hours. She hadn't even had a chance to message me back yet. And I was messaging her again. And I was like, yep, they just sent me a message that they have to cancel that part of the order. So I had wished that I had only ordered that, of course. So I emailed them back. I emailed the lady, like, I just hit reply. And I was like, oh, that's really sucks, you know. And I said, it's okay. Like, you know, it happens, obviously, but that really sucks. And I said, I only put in the order for the other yarn because I was already buying that yarn. So would it be possible, or too much of a headache, if I just cancel all of it? Like, can I just not get the other yarn? And she's like, oh yeah, that's not a problem. I'm going to run it right now and it's going to refund back to your card. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, all is good, right? And I was like, thank you so much. Like, I'm sorry for the hassle. And she's like, oh no, it's fine. You know, you'll see it in a couple of days. So I'm like, cool, you know. And this, needless to say, was like 2 or 3 days ago. So yesterday I got the email, refund from Hirschner's is on the way. And I looked and it was the total of the swirl cakes. So yes, I mean, email is email. It's not like I'm going to be waking somebody up or bothering somebody if I email them over Christmas. They'll just get it. Either somebody's working Christmas to answer the emails or they're not. And if they're not, they'll get the email later, right? So I'm going to have to email them and just clarify, because I do not want them to send me the other yarn. I would just like the refund, and they said that they could do that. So hopefully they'll still be willing to do that. But yeah, they only refunded me for the Karen cakes. But my heart is broken. I was really hoping, because I hadn't found a lot of them in the stores, and I had stocked up what I could online before they were gone from Michael's. And then Samantha from Amethyst Craftworks gifted me 2 of them. But yeah, I mean, did I need the 12 that I put in my cart? No, I did not. But I knew if I had them, I would end up making more than one thing. And I mean, $3, you guys. I was like, I don't mind getting rid of yarn to put those in its place because they're beautiful and they're like one of my favorite yarns ever. But no, so unless Hirschner's brings that back, or unless, I don't know, I find a really great yard sale or eBay lot, or I don't know, something, I guess they're just gone. So that's my tale of woe with Hirschner's. So I'm going to have to get back with them and see if that's going to be a thing or not. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just thought I would, I don't know, tell you guys, like, we're visiting for Christmas Eve, right? So that's what's been going on in my life. I'm still holding my Hirschner's yarn too. I'm going to set that down right there. If it'll stand up. Yes, there we go. I don't need that either. So, oh, there's that. Before I open anything, I did want to tell you, I know I mentioned it the other day and then I never ended up showing you, but I was at Walmart grocery shopping with Damon on Thursday. So Thursday would have been the 21st. So like 3 days ago? 4, depending on how you're counting your days. Roughly 3 days, whatever. Anyway. And they have some clearance, you guys. I didn't film because there was somebody else in the aisle and she was like, this is fine. This isn't me complaining is what I'm saying. But like she was, here's a price tag. Like she would tell me about it as though she were like offering if I wanted it or not. But then as soon as she said it, she'd grab all the yarn out of it. And it's fine. Like, I actually kind of, like, laughed to myself about it because, like, I was not trying to I was just like, ooh, like, I want to know what yarn is on clearance to tell people. But and a lot of it was out of place, so I still am not, like, I'm going to show you what I did get because I got a few things. But I'm still not fully clear on everything that was on clearance because she was grabbing what was there. And then there were like yarns that were mixed around. So there were the wrong colors in there. Like I know there was some Red Heart for $1.50, like Super Saver. And like, cause she said, this is $1.50. And Damon like didn't even get the words out of his mouth. And he's like, oh, that's one of your favorites. And she was like grabbing them all. And it was the autumn color. That's not on clearance. Just so you guys know, at least at my store. Not on clearance. So she was grabbing them out. And then she found like 3 of them in there. And then Damon happened to look down. And he's like, oh, they're like right in front of us. He goes, there's some more. So I was like, oh. So I went to pick them up. And then I noticed and I was like, this is where they actually go though. And their regular price, it was like $3.94, whatever Walmart regularly sells them for. So I was like, these are regular priced, but those aren't? Like, I was trying to figure out what the difference was in what she grabbed and what was in front of me. Well, it turns out, spoiler alert, there was no difference. So I like pulled out my phone to scan them. I was like, these are ringing up at regular price on the scanner. And she's like, just take a picture. Like, she was trying to be helpful. So she's like, just take a picture of the barcodes, and bring it up with you. Or not the barcodes, but the price tag that says the price on it, the new price. And so she went to do that with where she just got them from. And it turns out it was a different color. So she put it back too, because yeah, the autumn is, at least at our store, here to stay. So yeah, that, but there are some, there was a blue for sure. And I think the tag just said blue. I feel like the color is called like Deft Blue or something like that. But that one was on clearance for $1.50. I feel like everything else was gone. There was actually on clearance in Red Heart Super Saver. So, but there was a couple. So like if that's something you're interested in, check your Walmart because yeah, they were there. And then they had, in the mandala cakes section, the problem was, oh, the big cakes, the big one, like, the bonus bundles, $5. Now I know Walmart only has a select amount of colors, and this lady grabbed, she's like, oh yeah, these are $5. And she's like, got the last of them. I was like, but good for her. Good. $5 is a really good deal. And I wasn't going to necessarily like, cause, there was only like one color I think that they carry that I would have been like, woo about anyway. So like, that's okay. It was just kind of comical, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, I don't know if it was like a competition to her or I'm not really sure, but she was being helpful, showing me like what was on clearance. So I was thankful either way. They had the Mandala Big bonus bundles, $5. And then I thought they had the regular mandala cakes. I don't know if they did because again, all of them were mixed up. They have several, but what it definitely looked like is they had the Mandala Baby and the Mandala Sparkle. They definitely had some of those because I got one of each of those. They may have been clearancing out like all of the Mandala Baby and all of the Sparkle and just keeping the other mandalas that they have. I'm honestly not positive, but I will show you. I got this Mandala Sparkle, and it's in the color Aquarius. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. I wish I could remember the price right now. I want to say this was like $3, in the $3 range. I only got this because I have like 2 others or 3 others, and I actually did start a wrap with it. So I was like, well, you know what? One more isn't going to hurt, and if it's not going to, like, 'cause I was always like, I can just go pick up more. It's right down the street at Walmart, you know. But if I can't, might as well just grab the one that was left. And if not, I definitely know somebody that I can gift this to. So, so I got that. And then the other mandala that I got, which Damon had to talk me into this, not because I don't like it, but I got Acre Woods, and it's a mandala. I'll go over the stats real quick on both of these. It's a Mandala Baby. It's called Acre Woods, and it is this beautiful rainbowy color, right? Like a pastel rainbow or like a pastel-y sunset color. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. I love it. I am very surprised with myself that I didn't have this before because I think it's absolutely stunning. The reason why Damon had to talk me into it is because this was the only one they had. It was the only one they had in this also, but I have more of this. I don't have any of this, you guys. And you know, if I'm going to make like a shawl or something like that, I'm going to want like 3 of these, right? Like a big shawl or something. Same with like a blanket or, you know, and it is, you know, a 3-weight or yeah, it's a light 3-weight. So like Damon's like, well, you can always get more later from somewhere else. Maybe is Lion Brand discontinuing this? I don't know. I know that my Meyer stopped carrying the, I think the Sparkle, but for sure the Baby, they stopped carrying it. So I don't know. I hope I can get my hands on a couple more of this because it's really pretty and I really, really like it a lot. I think it's gorgeous. Let me tell you the stats on it really quick because as of right now, it's still in existence. The Mandala Baby is 5.3 ounces, which is 150 grams. It's 590 yards, which is 540 meters. I already showed you, it's a lightweight 3. It is 100% acrylic. They suggest a 5 knitting needle, which is a 3.75 millimeter, or an H hook, which is also a 5 millimeter. It is machine washable and dryable. Do not iron. Do not bleach. Where were you made? Where were you made? Oh, made in China. And again, Acre Woods, so pretty. Yeah, I really hope I can get a couple more of these because I think that would just be stunning as a shawl. If I got a lot of them, I would make one of the hooked on sunshine blankets because I think that is so pretty. So I got that, and then the stats on the sparkle. One more time, show you that. This is 3.5 ounces, which is 100 grams. It's 328 yards, which is 300 meters. It is a light 3-weight also. It is, in my opinion, a little bit thicker than the baby. Not by much, but a little bit. This is more like, to me, this is more like a regular mandala. And this one, I don't know, just seems a tiny bit lighter even. Like I would almost say this is a 2, but almost. They recommend a size 5 again in knitting needles, which is a 3.75 millimeter, and also an H hook, which is a 5 millimeter. It is machine washable and dryable. It is 94% acrylic and 6% polyester, which assumably is the shiny, sparkly goodness in here. Again, it is in the color Aquarius. And where were we made? Like, I feel like this is another China, but yep, made in China. So, and pretty sparkly. Yes. So I got those. And then another thing I was not planning to get, especially they just got these in, you guys. Remember when the yarn I made these hats with, they got rid of that. They got this yarn in its place, exactly in its spot. They have Wool Ease recycled, and it's a really nice yarn. It's not the softest yarn on the planet because I mean there's wool in it. It's Wool Ease, which I felt really bad because I found the prettiest shade of this in like a dark blue, and I sent it to Bella in our gift exchange. Bella can't have wool. I was just thinking about it being recycled and it being pretty. And to me, recycled, like in my brain at the time, I was like, it's recycled. She can have that. I felt so bad, you guys. I still feel bad. And I still wasn't going to get this. I'll tell you why I got it in 1 second. Damon is another reason. But this is in the color charcoal. They did have a black, which normally I would get, but there was more of these and I had a reason. So this is in the color charcoal. This was made in Turkey. It says it's a medium 4, which I think it's a 3. Personally, to me, this is about the same size as the mandala I just showed you. Which is okay. And again, I'll tell you why I'm getting it in a second. Wool Ease recycled. It's 3 ounces, which is 85 grams. It's 196 yards, which is 179 meters. They recommend a size 8 knitting needle, which is a 5 millimeter. And they recommend a J hook, which is a 6 millimeter hook. It is made from 80% recycled acrylic and 20% recycled wool. It is machine washable and dryable. I did already say it's made in Turkey. You cannot iron, you cannot bleach. And the color charcoal. These were $2. I think they were normally like $5 something. These were $2. So I got all 4 that they had. Damon's a tall guy, so I made him reach back. I got 4 of them. If you remember, And of course I didn't bring them in here because why would I be prepared? I had gotten a long time ago some yarn off of eBay for like $1, right? And it came in these hanks and I rolled them into balls and I've been making granny squares out of them just to make one blanket. I think I'm going to join it with this because even though that's acrylic yarn, like all acrylic, this feels very similar. Like it's not super soft, but it's not rough either. It's around the same size, which I'm sure they're going to say that's a medium 4 also, and it's not. They're both thinner than a 4. And it's gray, so it will match. I mean, the black would have too, but like I said, there's more of this, so I think this will make the join for my continuous join and do like a border because it's not going to be a huge blanket. So yeah, I picked it up. I should have checked the Walmart I went to today because we went to a different Walmart today. I'll get to that story in a second. But yeah, I picked that up anyway for $2. So that is what Walmart clearance yarn I got. I think it only had one tag up and the tag said charcoal, but it was where the black color is. I don't know if they're doing all the colors, that being said then, or if it's just the charcoal. I really don't know. Maybe they were only getting rid of the charcoal. I don't know with that one. I'm not full of information, but that's what I got anyway. So this is like, it's going to be like a yarn sharing. This is going to be a yarn-filled Christmas Eve edition, which is good because I've been lacking on the yarn-filledness, right? The other thing that I got today. So I was going out to play Pokemon today, and my friend Nate, I was going with him because he was going to go pick up, he's a very apparently last minute Christmas shopper. And he went to go to Walmart to pick up a specific, his mom is super into the Pioneer Woman. And, she wanted a certain pan. If you're familiar with the Pioneer Woman, she has like her own dish sets, cookware, all that kind of stuff. She wanted a particular cooking pan. And so he was going to go get it for her for Christmas. So he lives like just out of town. So he was going to come into my town. We were going to hang out. But then I told him his mom crochets. Okay. And I said, if she's a big fan of the Pioneer Woman, they have Pioneer Woman yarn. And he was like so excited because he's like, I'm sure she doesn't know about that. And he was like, does Walmart in town have it? And I told him like, no, ours doesn't have it. So he ended up calling around and finding it at a Walmart that way. And he's like, will you come with me? Because like, about yarn. And I said, it's really nothing to know about, but like if we were hanging out anyway, okay. So we went to Walmart and we picked out a yarn that she would like because he knows like what colors she likes and stuff. And to say thank you, he bought me yarn. He bought me the Pioneer Woman yarn that I liked. Because ours doesn't have it. So these are the colors that I picked out. Well, this is the color that I picked out, I should say. And he bought me 2 of those. Isn't that nice? Let me tell you about these really quick, since these are also available at a lot of Walmarts. Not ours again, but close to here. It says durable construction, vibrant color, good stitch definition, 100% acrylic, care instructions, machine wash and dry. It is a 3 light yarn, which I agree with. And this is actually about the same. This might even look plumper than that Woolies recycled yarn that said it was a 4 weight. So it's a similar size also. Knitting recommended is a US 5 knitting needle, which is a 3.75 millimeter. Crochet is recommended H hook, which is a 5mm, made in Turkey. This is the color Coral Stripes, and it is so pretty. It is coral striped. The one that we got her, I don't remember the name of, but, well, that he got her. I helped pick it out, but it's got this really pretty, it's the same kind. It's the ball of yarn. They didn't have the cakes because I know she makes cakes. The Pioneer Woman makes cakes also. And I told him not to get the cotton because our store had the cotton, in my opinion. And then I don't like the fuzzy, like the blankety yarn or the velvet or whatever she's got. So he didn't know if his mom would like it either. So I was like, don't get that then either. If they have that, but they had this. So yeah, I don't know the name of it, but it had white in it also. And then it had this really pretty, like, it was a little bit deeper blue than this. I wish I could remember the name of it, but he got her some anyway. And then he bought me some. So Merry Christmas to me. So yeah, that was nice. So that's how I ended up with yarn today for Christmas. Some of it I bought myself, and some of it Nate bought me. That is all the Yarny. No, it's not all the Yarny. That's all the non-gifted Yarny, because I have my advent calendar, and then I have the 12 days of gifting from Miss Colleen to open with you guys. So I think I'm gonna start with my advent calendar today, because this video is going long, so I should probably just get to that and get this uploaded so we actually have a Christmas Eve video, right? So Bella, I just saw the sticker on this. I'm so excited. Bella is Bella from Bella's Crochet Gifts. She's linked down below, as will Colleen be linked down below, in case I butcher names, in case you want to go check them out, which you should go check them out. Highly recommend. And Bella dyes yarn. Like, she does all the yarny things. She does a lot of crafty things, but she dyes yarn also. And so she dyed an advent calendar for me based on Stranger Things. So excited. And I have loved all of it so far. Like, she's just done such an amazing job with everything. And she's put a sticker of, like, inspiration on the back of each one. Now, the character, I'm just going to say this for sure. The character is a repeat character. We've had several, like, there were several hoppers. She's done a lot of my favorites multiple times, right? So, like, there's been several hopper inspired ones, and there's been several definitely, like, Vecna Upside Down, Demogorgon. Just, she knows me so well. And there has been a Steve before. Now, the Steve one blew me away. Like, she was so just accurate. That yarn was, those colors were Steve, right? Just, they were Steve. So here is the picture of the Steve. And I'm going to try not to rip his head off, because it's up here on the top, and then there's tape behind it. So I'm going to be very careful. Can't rip my man Steve. And then I'm just going to fold the tape down now so nothing bad happens. Let me give you guys a sneak. I'm going to take a sneak feel first, because I haven't mentioned yet this time, but she put it on this beautiful bamboo yarn base, and it is so soft and luxurious, and I love the way it feels. All right, sneak peek for you guys. I can see it too. We both get a sneak peek. So let me just pull it out. Oh, this, yes, yes, yes. This is season 1/2. No, 2. Definitely 2. I was going to say 1 because he had his jacket at some point, but no. This is season 2 Steve, all the way. This is his gray jacket with his blue jeans. This is Steve for sure. Let me hold this figure. Here's the jacket. Now, this sticker is a little dark, but no, this is Steve's jacket. Like, Bella, I don't know how you managed to make Steve just perfect. Is he your favorite? Just out of curiosity. Did you do a better job because you love Steve too? No, not better. Like, all of them have been amazing. But I mean, I don't know. The Steves have just like hit me in the feels for some reason. They've been like perfect. And this is no exception. Like, just the grays and the like denim blue of his jeans. And I don't know. I love it. I love it so much. Whatever I do make, the Steves have got to have like a special place in it. Or I don't know. I love it. I'm gonna tuck it back in here too real quick before I mess it up. Thank you so much, Bella. I love this. I adore it. You've done the greatest job ever. Thank you so much. Yay! So that is my advent from Bella. I have one more tomorrow from her, and it's the big skein. So excited. And then I have the 12-day of gift from Colleen, which her channel is Colleen's Crafting Trove. And if I messed that up, it's linked down below also. Now I had to play catch up because it came a little bit late. So I have one gift she asked me to open off camera. So that's for me. And then I have 2 more gifts after today. So I'm gonna open 2 with you tomorrow on Christmas. And so I have today's gift, but I also realized when I was checking to like make sure things were in the right order, I didn't even realize this was on the bottom, but there was also a folder in there, and it says a little something extra. Oh, sorry, there's my hairs on it. A little something extra. Thought you might enjoy a couple of the patterns. And this folder. What? So opening it up, there is a Spinnerin magazine. I always see the magazine and don't pronounce it except for in my head. Spinnerin. Afghans for today or tomorrow. And it is looking rather vintagey looking. I'll have to try to see if I can find the date on it in a second. I just like literally plucked it out in excitement. But let me see. Volume 200. Price $1 is written on it. Volume 200. Price $1. Here is the back of it. I'm trying to be careful with it because it's already got, I mean, it is an older magazine, so it's got a little rip. So I'm trying not to damage it. Isn't that beautiful? I'm sure I will enjoy these, by the way. I wet my finger to turn the page, and then I dried my hand because I didn't want to get the page wet. Let me see if there's a date in here. And see that this is what I was talking about. Like, I want to be really careful with it. Let's see here. We got copyright MCM LXX Spinner and Yarn Company, South Hackensack, New Jersey. Price $1 in USA, $1.25 in Canada, $1.50 in other countries. Printed in Japan. Still looking for a year. I don't have a year so far. I will further investigate, but I'm going to show you the picture that was on the back page. I'm going to be very, I'm just going to hold it up like, oh, look at that. Look at that. You guys. How beautiful. That's stunning. Oh my God. It's got little tassels at the, oh my gosh. That is gorgeous. Shown in Marvel Twist. Oh my God. I have to be careful every time I hold it up, so I really want to make sure to find like the coolest stuff to show you guys out of this. And I want to be so careful with the pages. There's a, like a plaid. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh. Look how very Americana this one is. I mean, I've said before, I'm not like, I know there's a lot of people that are very Americana, and I am, but what I am Americana about is the Stranger Things season 3. They were very 4th of July forward because that's the time of year that it was. And every time I think, I've never been one to decorate for 4th of July or Memorial Day or anything like that. I'm not against it, but I just never have. My family never did or anything when I was a kid either. We celebrate it and all, we have fireworks, but we didn't decorate per se for it. I'm sure when I was a little kid, my grandma probably dressed me in red, white, and blue or something, the usual kid stuff. And every time I think about making something red, white, and blue, it makes me think about celebrating the Independence Day Fair in Hawkins, Indiana. I don't know. That's what kind of nerd I am. Oh, these. Colleen, you are not wrong. I love, look, there's graphs in the middle for some of the oh, multiple pages of, okay. So I'm just going to say, well, no, that's the showstopper one to me. I'm going to show you the one I flipped back to see this one, which is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Look at that. I'm sorry, I'm not holding it up the best ever because I know there's a glare and I'm trying to be so careful with this. That is gorgeous in itself. Man, that is pretty. But this one, look at this, you guys. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, there's so many pretty, this one right here. The stripe's pretty too, but this design right here with the pink, brown, and cream, I know that is also a pretty retro-y kind of color scheme, but could you imagine that in my gold, cream, brown, orange? Could you imagine? Or avocado and turquoise and brown. That would be so pretty. Well, you're definitely not wrong, Colleen. I love multiple blankets in here. And I'm going to keep this in the folder that you sent because I want to be very careful with it. I want to figure out when volume 200 came out of this. How old is this? I love it. Thank you so much. That would have been a gift in itself, by the way, not even just an extra. It's so nice. Thank you so much for that. But I do have another gift to open with you guys because that wasn't today's gift. So here is today's gift that I almost dropped. My hands are big and I can palm a basketball, but I can't palm a present apparently. So this one says day 10 because I'll have 11 and 12 tomorrow to open. It says squishy squishy to add to your collection. Now I'm just saying any squishy would be an amazing addition to my collection. But every time she's said that so far, she's managed to find something that I am totally insanely in love with. So now I'm very curious what's going on in here. But let's open it up. And she's done it again. Oh my God. She sent me a Ferris wheel. Oh my gosh. Anyone who's been around my channel for any amount of time knows how in love with Ferris wheel I am. I love this yarn. It's really similar. Like, it's really similar to Hobie, their cookie yarn, or their new, is it Tea Time or Tea Party, the new yarn? They seem, I haven't got my hands on it yet, but I've heard things, and visually, they seem very similar in their own right. But this, I've had Cookie. I own Cookie. So I know this is similar to Cookie in feel and weight and texture and everything. It's similar to Red Heart Roll With It Melange. Yarns like that, but it's just the colors. Every color, there's like, is there 12 of these? They're so just gorgeous. I love them. This one is Summer Day. And look at the pinks and the blues and the greens. It's almost like I know I'm not a summer girl compared to like a fall or something, but it is almost like sitting in like, I don't know, like just like sitting out in a field and watching the sunset, like where it turns from like the blue beautiful sky to the pink in the clouds. And I don't know, it's so pretty. And I love it so much. And of course, this beautiful gold sets just everything off. And we haven't even mentioned the pretty green yet. But oh my God, it's so pretty. Thank you so much, Colleen. She knows me so well, like so well. It's unreal. I love it so much. So thank you so much. For all of this. Like, I love it. I love the patterns that you've sent. I love everything, but you already knew I would. So I know that you already knew that. Thank you. It's never enough, but thank you. I love Ferris wheel. I have this blanket that I made, the Nature Walk Cal blanket from Cherry Heart Crochet. Right? I made that when I had my, I don't remember if it was my first or my second operation when I had cancer. And I was recovering from the operation because like I was like this world's slowest recoverer from that. It was insane. But so I ended up making the Nature Walk Cal blanket, and I made it out of, so if you've seen it, I've made it out of all the colors of Ferris wheel. That is hands down like my most favorite blanket, I think, that I've ever made. I love that blanket. I kind of want to make another one. And I kind of want to make just another blanket, not necessarily that one, but another blanket out of the Ferris wheel yarn. So, oh, I know Damon really wants one out of the cotton candy color. We'll see. We'll see what I make next. I don't know. I'm so excited about it. Anyway, that's enough rambling. Merry Christmas Eve to you guys. I know that I will be here tomorrow with you also. Because, you know, you spend Christmas with your loved ones, right? And I do love you guys. I hope you all know that. I definitely feel the love, especially like in times of need lately with Maverick and everything. I definitely feel the love from you guys, and I appreciate it. And I hope that you feel the love. Like, I know that I'm on the side recording it and sending it out, but I hope you can feel the love that I have for you guys, because I do. I appreciate you. I love you. I look forward to hearing from you guys that I know I'm going to hear from each day. You mean a lot to me, and like, you're supposed to say those things at Christmas, right? So definitely want to make sure that you know how important to me you guys are. It isn't just me talking to myself. Like, I see myself, but I feel you guys, if that makes sense. Like, I do feel like I'm really talking, you know, I feel like I'm talking to Marilyn, or to Erin, or to, you know, to Stephanie, to any of you guys, like to Colleen, to, you know, any of you guys. It sounds weird, but like, I almost imagine certain people, when I say certain things, I'm like, oh, they're going to say this, or oh, they're probably going to get a laugh out of this, or I don't know, just because like I've gotten to know you guys, you know? So like even if you're not another YouTuber, or even if you're not somebody that I regularly talk to like on text or a messenger or something, just personality wise, a lot of you I've gotten to know. And I think that I know a little about you anyway, you know? So like, anyway, thank you. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for, you know, tuning in and watching my ranting and my craziness and everything else. And I hope that you guys are at the very least, safe and happy right now. And if it's by yourself, then I truly hope that you are happy in like being by yourself, or like sometimes it's okay, you know. I didn't mean to ramble and that sound weird, but sometimes people prefer it, and I know that, and sometimes they don't. And if you don't, I hope that you're with somebody that you love. And if you can't be, I hope that you feel like you're with me at least for a little while, because I love you. So I will put a sock in it, and I will I will talk to you guys later. Yeah. All right. Merry Christmas, you guys. Love you. Let's see if I can get this turned off today. Maybe not. Can't connect. I think that's a lie because it was already connected.